In a world full of boring marketing misfits, get ready for the ride of your life with Dean Holland in The Drive.
Good morning, welcome to another episode of The Drive. It is Monday, welcome to this journey to the office. Wow, we got a packed week ahead here at Internet Profits. We have, we've got a video to finish off today for a product launch that's taking place next month. We have some alterations and things to make to the new Perfect Offer sales funnel for the Perfect Offer product that I've been talking about for weeks. Also got to follow up with Facebook. They disapproved all of my ads for some strange reason, so we're not even able to run those ads at the moment, so I'm waiting to hear back because I've obviously appealed against that. So no Facebook ads running at the moment. We're actually setting up a survey, like a quiz, to go at the start of the Perfect Offer funnel to segment people into whether they're an affiliate marketer, a product owner, or an e-commerce person. So we're doing that. We're also building our certification program this week for our certified partner program. So we've got all that content to work on. There is so much happening. And so here's what I want to actually talk about in today's video. Yesterday, being Sunday, I used to do this all the time and I kind of fell out of the habit of it, but yesterday I got back to it, and it actually feels amazing. So yesterday, normally on Sundays, I like to use Sundays as a day to kind of get a bit of like personal time, chill out time, or get things done around the house. Like yesterday, for example, I did, I sorted all of the gardening out. I spent an hour or two, cutting the grass and tidying the garden up, and, Robin, my fiance, she got rid of some of the weeds and things like that, so we just kind of, have some chill out time and, relax around the house. But yesterday afternoon, instead of just kind of sitting watching a movie or anything like that after I'd done all that stuff, I decided, you know what, I'm going to get really, really clear and super prepared, even more than normal or even more than I already was for this week, knowing that I had a lot coming up, a lot to do. And how important all this stuff is, I decided to get really, really prepared. And so I spent literally probably from around about 3 p.m. through till like something like midnight or something. So like a long amount of hours working on my laptop, just on the sofa, so kind of chilled out a bit, like I watched actually a couple of movies. But at the same time, on my laptop, in our project management system, really planning out and mapping out all the tasks and everything that needs to happen this week to drive this business forwards. And so item by item, task by task, project by project, day by day, literally everything mapped out and allocated to who's responsible for that thing on the team. Allocating dates, literally everything planned out. And I remember that feeling when I went to bed last night, because I don't know about you, but for me, if I've got a lot going on and there's a lot looming over me, like if I know there's some big projects we're working on and there's a lot to get done, I can often find as an entrepreneur that I have that stuff looming in my head constantly, and sometimes it can actually keep me awake at night or make it a bit more difficult to sleep, and sometimes I can't even relax. So even when I'll be doing something leisurely, I've still got all that stuff in the back of my mind, because it's not out of my head and in somewhere. It's not out of my head and on paper, or it's not shared with the rest of the team. It's all up here in my head. And last night, I experienced again that feeling I used to get when I used to do this all the time. And that was a feeling of almost like release. It was like everything's planned out, everything's clear, everybody knows what they've got to do. Nobody's going to be sitting around thinking like, Dean, what next? Because everything's there and clear. And so the reason I share this with you is that I want to leave you with this message just as I pull into the business park here. I guarantee you that I'll be doing that every Sunday. Just probably not to that many hours, but because I'll stay real on top of it now. But every Sunday I'll probably spend at least, a couple of hours just making sure that I've got everything out of my head into the system, into our project management systems, and making sure everything's clear so that it gives me that downtime. And so here's really the message, is that if you think about it, every aspect in your life, whether it's business, health, fitness, anything, relationships, the best version of your day begins the day before. Like if you want to lose weight, then the best way to eat healthy is to prepare your meals in advance, right? To make sure that you've got healthy food in the house, to make sure that it's prepared and you're planned. If you want to have a great, like a really productive week at work, then make sure you're clear the day before. Make sure you're planned, you're prepared. And so I truly do believe that the best version of your day and the best version of your week actually begins the day before. And so preparation and mindset really are the keys to unlocking the perfect day and the perfect week. Okay, so I want to leave you with that thought. I hope that gives you a bit of an insight into what it is that we're doing, and the way in which I'm getting ahead, and the way in which we get different benefits and advantages from slightly different approaches. So I hope you enjoyed that. I am, of course, here, as you can probably see. So with that said, I hope you enjoyed this episode of The Drive. I will see you again tomorrow.